Steph, just simply put, how much did you guys need this win?
A lot. It's pretty clear what rough road we've been on. And we just needed. It was good to have a close game, even though we were down in the fourth quarter, where we had an opportunity to come back and just claw out a win. Especially they were hitting shots all over the place in the fourth quarter. Kelly hit some huge ones for us to keep us close. Bays was amazing all over the court tonight, and it was a good contribution from everybody that stepped foot on the floor. And then defensively down the stretch, getting enough stops to, seal the deal. It was a good win for us.
Steve said that you had talked to him about extending your minutes, and you did obviously come in 2 minutes early in the fourth. Can you detail how that conversation came to be?
Hey, Coach, can I play 2 extra more minutes tonight? Sure, Steph, that works great. Okay, I'll see you in 4 minutes.
Did you feel that it was just like necessary tonight to chase this win down?
I don't even qualify like that. I think it's I was feeling good in terms of the injury and all that, and everything else, knowing the schedule, with 2 days off, after tonight. So I think we took all that into account, but it's all based on, I feel good pretty much every game, so I feel like I could play more, but obviously considering where we are right now and where the game was shaping out, it was winning time, and thankfully it worked out. So I don't know what that looks like on the season when I play a couple extra minutes, what our record is, but it was necessary tonight.
Hi, Steph. It sure seemed like so many different guys made little plays and had energy on both ends. And James said he wanted to hit the floor at every chance. I mean, is that stuff contagious, infectious? When one guy's doing it, it sort of works where everybody catches on and it comes together. Maybe just can be the turning point.
I mean, we're gonna find out. It's that kind of cycle we've been on all season. So I'm honestly, I'm enjoying the night. You can see a lot of emotion tonight from everybody. We all knew how much we needed this, and you want to maintain that joy and energy, and hopefully, come Friday, Saturday, put together 2 really good performances and give yourself a chance to win, and sustain that. That's all you can do at this point. So the good vibes and joy and energy that we had tonight, you have to stay even keel, and that's kind of how I'm trying to approach this, knowing it was a good win, much necessary for us, and we have a good practice on Thursday, and find ways to bottle that up for Friday's game.
Steph, how is that tailbone feeling, by the way? You seem to take kind of a rough spill in that fourth quarter in the driving layup. Seemed to be in a little pain. How are you feeling after that? And obviously it wasn't enough to take you out of the game, but how much did that kind of affect you after that play?
It only hurts if I fall on it now. So I'm kind of turning the corner where for 40, well, not my 42 minutes, for the majority of the game, I didn't really pay attention to it at all until I landed on it. So if that happens, I'll deal with it. But if I can stay off of it, then I'm in good shape to not really have it in the back of my mind when I'm out there playing. So that's good. But it did hurt, but no damage really done there.
Stephen, you mentioned the defense. I think last 4 minutes of the game, they shot 1 of 9 or something like that. How important, where'd that come from, and how important is it that you guys are able to kind of bottle that going forward? Because it was a key to what some of the things you guys did earlier this season, that defense.
It won us the game. We just try to, one, not foul. We finally did a good job with that for the most part, especially down the stretch. And And then, they were making shots. We had a couple breakdowns. I got lost on a pin down coming out of a timeout. Obviously, Drew hit 2 tough pull-up threes. And, Kelly responded with, I think, 2 of his own. But, after that point, it was just make him take tough contested jumpers and then get the rebound. And, we were able to shore up those possessions. So that was big. And they're a tough team to guard even without Giannis because they have spacing and shooting, and even Brook is a threat at the 3-point line. And Chris can get a shot off pretty much anywhere. So it was a good performance for us down the stretch, like you said, to be able to just make them take contested jumpers, not foul, get the rebound, give ourselves, a good flow on offense, and it worked.
Steph, I remember earlier in the year, Steve was talking about how he felt like you were playing your best basketball, the best he had seen. A few minutes ago, he said that he feels like physically and mentally you're peaking right now at a higher level than he's seen. Do you feel that when you're out there on the floor, that strength-wise, mental, physical, everything's at a different level?
Absolutely. I'm just trying to keep pressing forward, keep trying to find ways to get better, and that's the confidence and the mentality. I mean, this has been a frustrating season overall, just with the inconsistencies and what our record is, but working through all of that and embracing the challenge has brought out I honestly, a new love for the game. To be, I still love playing, even if we're going through these ups and downs, and that mental clarity of where we're at and where we're trying to go shows on the court, hopefully night in, night out, and I'm blessed to obviously, for the most part, be healthy. So that goes a long way.
There's obviously plenty of talk about what Wiseman can become, but is that the version of Wiseman that can help you guys right now?
Absolutely. Like you say, it's gonna be a work in progress for a minute, and we're talking to him. He's talking to us. We're trying to make sure you're not overwhelming him with information, but just trying to keep things simple to say, go focus on these 2 things offensively, these 2 things defensively. He had amazing energy on the defensive end tonight. Craziest closeout I've seen him make all year in the corner, making DiVincenzo travel. He got a block. He was fighting for rebounds, even if he didn't get them. He was active and pursuing the ball. And then obviously our pick and roll game matchup really forced us to do that based on how they guard, but he was really good in those situations. So, for him to have, a double-double, I think he had it pretty early in the game. It was just showing signs of confidence when he's out there just to do these little things really, really well. And then over time, he'll be able to expand his game.
I think it was after last game, maybe the one before that, when you said, I don't know, when it came to the things that you guys had to do to kind of get back on track and out of that funk. What was it that you guys did? And I know a lot of guys have been saying, just paying attention to detail, discipline, but what was the factor that kicked that into gear tonight?
Tonight was mostly the lack of fouling, which helped us, especially against that defense. If we give up 40 free throws like we did in Atlanta, we lose this game by probably 10, because they are able to get easy points at the line, and then they're setting their defense. So we had enough transition offense after, either if it's a make, getting it out, going quick, or if it's a miss, pushing in transition, where we could soften them up a little bit, and that gave us a little bit more flow for the, majority of the game. So offensively, you have more rhythm, you get better shots, guys get involved, and the morale of what you're trying to do stays high, because, obviously for us, as soon as you hear a whistle, it's like PTSD kind of, you're like, not again. So it's kind of tonight, that was the difference. That really, they play well offensively. They made some tough shots, but we didn't give them the easy stuff. And then our energy and aggressiveness goes down. We don't get good flow on offense. and then we're just watching the points go up, at the free throw line.
How much was that message to just not foul while defending was kind of drilled in over the past couple of days leading into tonight?
We had practice yesterday evening. Really all we didn't talk much about the X's and O's. We got shots up. We worked on some drive and kick stuff. And the only thing coach said in the game was he gave us a quote of how many free throws we needed to limit them to. And that's all he said yesterday in terms of any type of X's and O's. And I guess we remember that and finally executed that. So same story. We got to do it again and again and again and again. We've been in this situation before, so it's on us to sustain that.
All right, let's end this with, go ahead, Tim Reynolds is an Associated Press writer. He's in Augusta, I believe, right now, and had a couple of questions you might want to answer or like to answer.
Thanks, Raymond. Yes, staff greetings from Augusta, where there's a small tournament this weekend.
You lucky little.
I ain't played it like some people, so you lucky
I got
little too. So, what is it? I mean, obviously, it's a big deal to everyone if you love the game, but it just seems like big time basketball players, big time basketball coaches. It just seems like you guys tend to relish coming to Augusta more, whether it's you or Andre or Ray, Jim Boeheim, Roy Williams. I mean, it just seems like you guys speak with such reverence of this place. What is it about Augusta that kind of crosses over into other sports?
I don't know. I mean, it's a special place, obviously, and there's a lot of history there. And you get to watch the tournament every year. You feel like you know every hole, even if you've been there before or not. And if you get to play it, it's even that much more special to have that experience and walk those same grounds. But there's just a feel good vibe of watching it on TV, and then that carries to like the majestic nature of like what is behind those gates in Augusta, Georgia, down Magnolia Lane. So it's pretty awesome to know. I've been there and played it a couple of times, and all the members are awesome. There's a lot of history, and then now obviously a little bit more representation. We're trying to get, in terms of back in 1975 when Lee Elder played for the first time. So like there's, so much good history there. As a golf fan, you love it.
I have to ask, you don't seem to get nervous with the ball in your hands in big moments. And obviously you played in, some pretty big games over the years. Your first time teeing off there though, was there some nerves? Were there some butterflies? Do you get nervous when you play there?
No doubt, but I buried the first hole and I almost walked off the course. I knew I'd accomplished something pretty special, but yeah, it was a cool experience for sure.